All right, it's about 6:50 in the morning, and I'm just walking across the street right now to pick up our team from BDT and MSD, who's one of our partners on the Texas Infrastructure Holdings project. Today is a pretty unique day. We're actually going to take all the shareholders in the deal and fly down to Uvalde, Texas to commemorate a full year of construction on site. Today's June 16th, a full year of construction was yesterday, June 15th. I'm about to head over to the Centennial Airport. We're going to meet Steve Lockton, Kelly Foote, and the rest of the development team, and we're all going to fly together down to Uvalde, Texas to go see the project, the construction progress, and film full updates for all the investors. One, to bring everyone along to give you some unique insights, speak with the different shareholders involved in the deal, and give you an idea of what one of these days looks like when we're doing a full partner site tour. So I'm gonna head over to the airport now, go meet everyone, and we'll see you soon. We're just hopping on the plane now to fly down to Uvalde with all the partners.
We're headed to Uvalde, Texas to Cavalry Aggregates, Texas Infrastructure Holdings, our main quarry, the building. We're gonna go down there and take a look at the production of what we've been doing on the rail, the plant site. We have our team here, Mr. Lockheed, this team, some of our investors, and our finance team. Gonna go meet with all of our major vendors, contractors out on site. Might even have a special treat for Mr. Lock to go push the button. Did one of our last that we're doing on the northern loop. But most importantly, just to try to see what the last 3 months of that since we've been down there last week.
So just touched down here in Uvalde, Texas. We're gonna go out to the site now, which is about 20 minutes west of the airport, and we're gonna film a construction update for all of the investors and shareholders in the deal. So we're right here at the main entrance for the project site. This will actually be where the switch sits. So you can see all the trucks hauling material in and out of the project site here. The project has been underway for quite some time, just from an insurance and construction standpoint. OSIP policies and all that, everyone needs to get checked into the site. Once we're all checked in, we'll head out and actually go tour around the entire loop, which will be nearly 11 miles. So very large loop system here, which can accommodate a lot of trains getting loaded with aggregate material 24 hours a day, 7 days a week here at the TIH project. This is one of the reasons this site right here is such an unbelievable piece of property for us to have had controlled. This 7,000 feet of rail frontage allows us to connect the Del Rio track straight into the TIH property. So this will actually be where the switch is when it gets installed. And that will allow the trains to come off of the main track here and come into the lower loop. I got Gene Gonzalez here, who oversees all of the on-site work. And Gene, we were here, I think, what, about 3 months ago?
Yes.
Maybe you can kind of give everyone an update just on what's been underway since the last time we were here. You guys have worked on a huge amount of earthwork on this loop system.
Yes.
Maybe just kind of give everyone an idea.
Yes. We had some hold up here at front with Union Pacific because there was some discrepancies in the compactions and things like that, but we're back online here. We never stopped. We did all the back roof, the pad site. We got huge strides on it. We're about 28 days away from the full pad site being done, which is 1,000,000 yards. And we're back up here doing this. And we'll go over there and I want to show you the switches and tell you about the switches.
Okay, perfect.
These are our switch gears, this one and that one right over there. They're $625,000 each for the cost of the switch gear. But Union Pacific comes and lays them in right here when we're ready. And they charge you $2.75 million for a 10-hour slot because they have to shut off the traffic to put these in. But once they're in, you don't have to do anything else. They're ready to go. That's our entrance to the world right there, and those two. And it's taken a while to get them, but we got them and we're ready to put them in now.
Awesome. It's hard to tell because of the scale of this project site, but behind me is an 890 size excavator and a D10. These are some of the largest machines in the world. They are actually preparing one of the next blast sections here. So you'll see there's a large tower right there. That's a drill rig. That's actually drilling down so they can set the explosives in, and then they're actually moving that material, the overburden material, out. Dozers are running all across the site. This is just one portion, but Just in this one section alone, in preparation for these blasts to bring the loop section down to grade, you got a lot of equipment and guys out here working nearly 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, getting this loop system prepared, which will connect all the way back over there to the Del Rio track that you saw in the intro. So I'm here with Kurt Campbell, who's with Westward Environmental, and really their team is instrumental in ensuring that all the permitting and entitlement is in line for the Texas Infrastructure Holdings project. And Kurt, we get a lot of questions from investors just around, the complexity of the permitting on something like this, and you've worked in this industry your entire life, and maybe you can just kind of give the investors an idea of where this project is from a permitting standpoint, whether there's any major permits outstanding or those types of things. And yeah, maybe just start there, and then I have a couple other questions for you.
Yeah, so the biggest permitting hurdles we have with the project like this is typically our air permits, and then our development permits. Since we're close to the Edwards Aquifer, we have secured both of those permits. We secured them a couple years ago, and then we've met thresholds in those permits along the way. So we're fully authorized for air permitting for the full construction and operation of the plant. And then as far as our land entitlement with the Edwards Aquifer Authority, where our mining area is located on the Edwards Aquifer. We also have to get groundwater permits and other things for operation. We have all operational permits. Stormwater is already in place and active right now. All of our registrations for tanks. As we bring some future tanks and fuel tanks on site, we may have to we'll add registrations, but those are administrative. We add those real quickly. And then we work with the groundwater districts to get permits for water. We have authorizations on multiple wells. We're continuing to build out new wells to feed the facility and working with the groundwater districts on that. And we have all our entitlements in place for our rights for the groundwater for the project.
And one of the things, people look at your kind of permit tracker that we upload for the investors, and they see that there's some outstanding permits, but correct me if I'm wrong, every outstanding permit is just an administrative permit, meaning there's a cash balance that's due to collect that permit, and we don't pull it until it's needed. There's nothing that needs to get approved.
Yes, sir, that's correct. Because like example, some of the APO registration is one that I think we actually have it, but it's a administrative permit, and it fits in that type of category that you only need it when you cross certain thresholds. And so when the project reaches a certain milestone, then you have to have it in place. Well, that milestone is not till you're actually in full operation, so we don't necessarily need it at the beginning of construction. We get it a little bit further into the project, and that was one we've gotten in the last month or two as we get to that point. And as we move forward, there will be other thresholds we cross, and you have to do those administrative updates to permits and or authorizations for certain items. Fuel tanks is another good one. Fuel tanks are heavily regulated, especially over the Edwards Aquifer area, but you don't need that permit until you actually bring the tank on site and put it into operation. And so it's usually takes about 24 to 48 hours to get those authorizations, and so we do those at that time.
Okay. So in your professional opinion, having worked around this project now for quite some time, there's nothing that's outstanding that has any concern for you or anything like that on the project?
No, sir. No, sir.
Great. Appreciate all the work, and thank you guys for everything you do, and look forward to keep seeing this thing get built.
Yes, sir.
All right.
Okay, yeah, right here we're looking at the northern loop, and this is our first cut on the northern loop, and there's 3 cuts right here right now. If you could zoom in, you could see guys setting up another blast right now. We blast the material, we remove it from here, and we take it to the pad site where it levels it off. And when it's done, all the track will be level. So you take the high spots out and remove them, and you add to the low spots until it's all one level track.
So Steve, it's been almost 10 years in the making for you guys out here, and we were here last, I think, about 3 or 4 months ago. And we were just really starting to see the lower loop go in and all the work, but being out here today, having all the shareholders on the financing side and project teams, how does it feel just to kind of see this project where it is and all the work that's going on?
Really excited. I'm blown away by the progress. I had not been down here in 3 or 4 months. I was not prepared for how much we've gotten done. The team is moving really fast. Really excited about what we're creating here. It's going to be a tremendous aggregate mine. It's going to be great for the state of Texas. It's going to be great for all the infrastructure projects, and just proud to be a part of it, really.
Yeah. So I'm here with John Cross, who's the owner of Turnkey Processing Solutions, who's actually the general contractor for the plant facility here at Texas Infrastructure Holdings. And John, you know, a lot of our investors just kind of want to understand from you, someone who's been in this space for 3 decades, understands this market. What is your role in this, and kind of what are the next 6, 7, 8, 9, 12 months look like for you and your team here on this site?
Sure. So we are doing the plant design, the plant construction, and the operations of the facility. So we're doing all 3 of those roles. And our background is in that. That's what we specialize in. So we've specialized in doing greenfield sites, which this is. And I started with Vulcan for 20 years. And I had P&L responsibilities, so we're responsible for the entire business: safety, health, environmental, quality, community relations, customer relations, all of it. And so we took that experience. 22 years ago, we started this company, and now and over that time, we've done a little over $2 billion in capital projects. So we built a really strong team, but engineers and construction guys and operators that we can not only can we design these plants and run these plants, but we can also provide performance guarantees, which is what we've done.
And you made a comment over there, but although this is a really cool project, this is not outside of the realm of kind of your normal aggregate deal. I mean, this is a real bread and butter type project. And so from a constructability standpoint, I mean, this is pretty straightforward project.
Yeah, I would consider this to be like top of the bell curve project.
Yep.
We're just now finishing another limestone project with the same tons per hour. We did one a couple years ago for Vulcan, right up a couple counties away over in Medina, another rail serve project. So we do have some projects, we do other minerals besides aggregates. So we have some projects that I would consider more specialty, but this is pretty much right down the middle, average capacity. Very simple product mix. This is for us. This is just blocking and tackling.
Okay. And over the next 12 months, what can our investors kind of expect to see from your team in terms of what will actually be delivered?
Right. So right now the site prep's being done. So within the next 3 weeks, we should start putting concrete in. So what we'll do is we'll make sure that the ground, we'll test to make sure the ground's tight and right. Then we'll start pouring concrete foundations. So a lot of this engineering's already been completed.
Yep.
So the budgets are very firm and the scope is firm. So as the concrete starts to go in, and the manufacturing facilities, the structural components are being manufactured and going to start being shipped out here. We already have a laydown yard out there ready to go. And then you'll start seeing the actual construction, the steel coming up off of the foundations up in the air. This is a pretty simple plant. It's not complicated. Every component that we're using in this facility is components we've used over and over again. The same brands, the same manufacturers, the same construction guys. So it's like everything we're doing here, we've done it multiple times with success.
Great. Well, I know our investors find a lot of comfort in your guys' track record and history out here, especially in the Uvalde and in this region of Texas. So appreciate your work and all your team's work, and look forward over kind of the next year to see all the vertical take place.
Sure thing. Thank you. Appreciate it.
Behind me is the actual location of where the plant will sit and where Turnkey Processing Solutions will begin to do the vertical construction here in just a couple weeks. Unbelievable amount of dirt's been moved to get this whole pad built here. As you can see, we're nearly there. So like earlier in the video, Gene said it's about 3 weeks from now. Their crews will actually be out here to start doing the vertical construction on site. And this is where all this material will get processed and loaded onto trains. On track to start seeing material produced on site in October, November, and then this section of the project, which is the actual plant, be operational by the end of summer 2027. So just from the last time I was here 3 or 4 months ago, it's unbelievable the amount of earth that they've moved and the amount of work that's been completed in preparation for TPS to come on site here and begin the vertical construction component on the processing plant itself.
Fire in the hole!
Look.
Ooh. Wow. That was beautiful.
What do you think, Steve?
That was awesome.
Well, we just got done with a full day of tour with the entire team. We're now just back at the airport now, getting ready to board the plane to head back to Denver, where everyone will kind of disembark. Really blown away by the amount of progress that was on site today. Just incredible to see what all the teams have accomplished. And, you know, just between the earthwork, the infrastructure work that's taking place, all the rail that's taking place, really happy with the progress here at Texas Infrastructure Holdings. For all the investors in the deal and for all the prospective investors, I cannot stress to you enough just how special of a project this is and really how well it delivers on what investors look for in a deal, which is security of capital and assurance that you're going to get your green card because the project will get completed and the jobs will be created. Thank you for tagging along today and watching the video, and look forward to speaking with any of you that are interested with the project.